live, deep in the heart of West Texas. It's the James Hendricks Show. So did you guys hear this story? We want to pay a special tribute to a man who I think held the finger on the pulse of American conservatism. Bob Dole, former presidential candidate in 1996, passed away in his home at age 98 with his wife Elizabeth Dole by his side. He was a stalwart member of the Senate, conservative Republican. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has asked that flags be flown at half staff. Now I gotta say that's pretty good considering. That's pretty good considering. Now you hear all this gobbledygook. You know, I read in the Wall Street Journal how Trump's social media is being investigated by the SEC. You know, these liberals, Biden, these liberals are tools, okay? They're tools. Biden, Pelosi, AOC are using them as tools to try to block Trump, censor us. I'm not going to go into all the details about that because I'm not a reactionary source. Kudos to the Wall Street Journal, though, for pointing that out, because there's not much we can do about that, but there's plenty of other stuff. Alabama Associations of School Boards dumps national organization for targeting parents. Let's look at that one. It's in the Federalist. The Alabama Association of School Boards is the most recent state organization to remove itself from the National School Boards Association after executives sent a letter to the Biden administration begging it to take federal legal action against parents who are concerned about the content and quality of their children's education. Parents should be concerned. They've been needing to be concerned for a long time now. Okay? Many of you know I'm a Gen X cat. Who's take it very seriously. I like getting a little coughed up. I've had a little my head and chest cold today. But I gotta say this. For years and years and years and years, ever since we took prayer out of schools, our curriculum in education has been dumbed down. They're teaching crap like gender identity disorder and critical race theory. We're not teaching those kids thoughts. You know, teaching them how to think properly. Skills. Oh boy. I gotta say this, guys. That's why I'm a firm believer in private schools and homeschools. If I was a wealthy man with business and I had kids, those kids would have a private tutor. Get together with other parents, that want to homeschool their kids, have the values and everything. Because there's so much crap going on and so much junk and gunk being taught. Alright? So that's something to really look at, guys, okay? Here's another article in the Federalist that interests me. Corporate media system corruption is far worse than Chris Cuomo's cover-up for his brother. How is the media's reporting born of the incestuous relationship between leftist media and government partisans any less troubling than the help Chris Cuomo provided for his brother? Well, on Saturday, CNN announced it had fired Chris Cuomo due to new information concerning the assistance the former host of Cuomo Primetime provided his brother Andrew Cuomo, as the latter fought charges of sexual harassment. Chris Cuomo's sin seems venial. However, when compared to the malfeasance of journalist compatriots in corporate media, let's compare. Yeah, let's. Guys, this has been going on a lot longer than you think or imagine. Do you honestly think that media outlets are interested in reporting the truth? Because I'll tell you something, I know, but they don't. How do I know this? I went to journalism school. If I was smart, I probably would have listened to my career advisors and stuck with public relations. But, you know, you only could do so much. So, here's the thing. News content. I gotta say this. News content gets so analyzed. You can't even call a spade in teaching those things. No. It matters of faith. It matters of public discourse. It matters of public affairs. Doesn't this concern you? Folks, I think the media should have focused more on what happened with Bob Dole. He's an icon now, and yes, he will be missed. I voted for him in '96. See, I voted for Bill Clinton in '92. Biggest, fattest mistake I ever did in my life. I voted for Dukakis in '88, and Richard for governor in '92, and in '90, Clinton in '92, and in '94 I was like, you know what? This ain't working. I'm a conservative. So, there you go. The media is not interested in reporting what's truth. Alright, listen to me. You think they are? I don't think so. It's all about the wordplay and what's politically correct. I remember when I was writing some news copy to present on the radio one day. I was taking broadcast journalism at the time. And the professor stopped it. She said, "You need to correct it." She said, "Instead of population control, change it to human rights." Change it to human rights. Let me tell you something that chapped me. That was the beginning of my wake-up call. And, they say the ethics of journalism, we're supposed to be objective. For all they know, I think more PR people are more objective. I'm a man that's in there in public affairs, and the thing I want to consult with conservative media is, tell the truth. But don't be reactionary. There are enough people who have been incited to do all kinds of stuff. And the violence and the nonsense. Okay? We get enough double talk from this. Okay? Now, here's a story in Deseret News, if I can get a hold of it. Here it is. Celebrating the relentless love of God. A conversation with Reverend Francis Chin. I looked at parts of this, and one of the things he said, and I agree with this, sometimes we have to disconnect from our cell phones in order to connect with God. You have to admit that that's true. We can't deny it anymore. I know I can't, and neither can you. No matter how corporate media does what it does to rebrand itself as objective, it's not. It's not, okay? You have to be smoking crack to actually believe that. And the dumbing down in our schools, I gotta say it. They're accelerating the curriculum, okay? They're accelerating the curriculum, having online tools and stuff like that. But our kids really learning to speak for themselves, to think for themselves. I'm sorry, guys. No, I don't think so. I hope you've enjoyed listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and receive most daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and God bless you.